People came out nervously at first and then with greater confidence to celebrate an election which had turned into a referendum on Iran's political system. In the past, when a moderate president was elected, ultra-conservative paramilitaries smashed up the celebrations. Not tonight. When the Interior Minister announced the result, it was pretty sensational.
Hassan Rouhani
had won outright, getting 3 times the number of votes of his nearest conservative rival. And indeed, Mr. Rouhani has played a blinder. He was selected because he persuaded the religious authorities that he too was a conservative. Then in the television debates, he made some electrifying promises. Political prisoners must be released, he said, and the press should be much freer. Above all, he said that Iran should re-engage with the West. That gave him his landslide. It's all been utterly different from the last presidential election in 2009. Then, convinced they'd been robbed of victory, moderate demonstrators paralysed the country for days, until the police finally emptied the streets by their ferocious tactics. This time, the supreme religious leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, was a lot more careful. He didn't back any of today's candidates, so his own prestige wasn't on the line, and he knows that he, and not the elected president, is the one with the real power. Still, Mr. Rouhani's election does represent an important change.
If he delivers on what he said, then I think, we can quite happily say that the last 8 years, when we've seen Iran in the grip really of some very radical and extremist tendencies in the country, is hopefully now coming to an end.
But there's no doubt that large numbers of people in Iran are sick of the sanctions which have made them poor, and sick too of being an extremist pariah state. They've voted for normality. Whether they'll get it is something very different.